Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's call. My name's Nick, and it's the usual Sunday night Nigeria call. Today's call is going to be a different call. I'm going to focus on what we call the power of 4x4. So I'm going to show you a couple of slides here. I've prepared some. I'm going to skip past the rest of the presentation and just go to those slides so that I can explain to everyone what exactly and how the power of 4x4 works. It's pretty simple. If you follow the system, our business is about a system. Follow the system, duplicate what the leaders do, and you will succeed. You know, we have 5, 6, and 7, even 8-figure earners in this business of ours, and the only difference between them and us is us. You. The rest is the same. The rest is the same. If you follow the system, you're going to win. You're going to win. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's a business. This is a proper business. Treat it like a business. It's going to give you money that a good business does. So the power of 4 means simple. There I am on the left. Okay, that's me. The first thing you do when you start your business is you find 4 people. 4 people that you know, 4 people that are close to you, that are looking for an opportunity, a second income, and maybe unemployed, or maybe want a side hustle or something. So the 4 people come into your system. Now we have we work on a multi-level binary. So the binary is a left binary and a right binary, okay? So you're at a left leg, which is called the power leg, and the right leg, which is called the pay leg. It depends on which is the stronger of the two. Normally, the stronger one is called the power leg. Now, the power of 4 simply means this. When you recruit your first person, there's me. You recruit your first person, he goes on the right or left. In this case, on the right, right? The second person on the left, okay? The third person goes on the right-hand side, and the 4th person goes on the right-hand side. Now, why am I doing this? Why do I do it? This is the way I place people so that I eventually automate this whole thing. So I've placed my first 4 in this call it diagram thing. Okay, so me on the top, first one on the right, second one on the left. Now I've got 2 sides. Because I've got 2 sides, it means I can start earning. Right? That's the first thing. Remember, if your brand partner earns, for example, 250 Naira, 250 Naira might not be a lot of money, but the fact that he earned the 250 Naira is 70% he's going to stay with you. If your brand partner in the first 3 months doesn't earn anything, there's a 70% chance that he's not going to be with you, he's going to fall off. So you've now secured a right leg and a left leg, and the 3rd and 4th is over there. So now number 2 starts recruiting. So he does the mirror image of what's just happened. Okay, so his first one on the left, second one on the right. Where's his 3rd and 4th going to go? There. Do you see? They've done exactly the same as what the first 4 did, but on the other side. So now what have you done there? You have now created a left leg and a right leg. So there's a power leg and a pay leg now. Your power leg is the longer one, which ends with a 5 on the left. That's your power leg, depending on the point volume that these have generated. That's the crux here. So I'm going to show it to you in a more in depth now. So here we're recruiting again. So now number 7 is doing exactly the same thing. And the next person that comes in, you'll see on your tree where it says available. That's where you place these people, in the available section of the tree. Okay. And then number 3 starts recruiting. Now, number 3 is just before number 4. It doesn't mean that number 3 must start recruiting on the side of number 4. Number 3 will just carry on past number 4. So number 4 will start benefiting as well. Okay, so this line carries on automatically. So for example, number 3, first one in, number 3, second one in. Why did he put him there? Because now he's put one on the right and one on the left. The one on the right, it comes after number 4, guys, because it's carrying on. This leg must run on its own because they've got to duplicate exactly what you did. Now, that's what they're doing there. So right here, the next one, number 3 puts the third one under number 1, and then 3.2, which is this one that number 3 signed up. He starts, but now he's on the inside leg, so he's got to start exactly the same as what he was taught. So he starts right, left, and number 8, yeah, recruits somebody, and they put it number 11, and they carry on there. The first one there, second one there, and they carry on like that. So if you understand what I've just explained, I hope you understand. You're creating a power line and a pay line. They all work. They'll all work eventually automatic because everybody's going to follow what they've been taught. The guys on the right will go one on the right, one on the left, and the other 2 on the right. The guys on the left will go one on the left, one on the right, and the other 2 on the left. And there you see your tree just go on its own. So the confusion with the power of 4 is very simple. It doesn't have to be confusing. You build your 2 lines, and when you optimize, when you up 20,000 PV or $2,000, when you optimize, you open a 3rd leg. But until then, you focus on your 2 legs, and that's it. Because now you've created your power line, and your pay line is on the right-hand side. The longer one, power for powerful, that's the one on the right, left, and the pay line, which is a very important line because your earnings comes from what happens in that pay line. Although the power line is important, the pay line is there. And I do training on the compensation plan. I do training on what happens there. So if you go to the YouTube channel and you look at the power of 4, there's a Zoom call called the power of 4 and placements or enrollments. Go there, have a look. I'm doing depth training on this because it's important you do it from the beginning. You do it right. You do it right, and then you won't have to worry. It'll just happen automatically. Okay, so that's basically. I hope I've explained it to everybody. I hope you guys understand. If there's any questions, please ask me. But that's it. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be complicated at all. Is there any questions before I tell you guys what I know? And
yeah, can I ask a question, Nick?
Sure.
Please.
Yeah. Hey, Tam.
You know, we have an artificial intelligence that places. Can I ask why that's not used?
No, that can be used. Okay. That can be used. Like I said, the way I showed now is what I do.
Okay.
The default. It's called default.
Well, I just wondered if you think there's that's a better way for what reason?
Listen, it's up to you. It's up to you how you want to place. I'm merely telling you how I place. Right?
Okay.
So the default one goes left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. That's how the default one places. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. Remember, your power leg and your pay leg determines on the brand partner. You know, everybody's got connectors. So people that you put in your tree are called connectors. Okay?
You're right.
Connect. So they connect people, they connect, and then you've got the builder. So out of all the connectors, your wish must be to get a builder on the left and a builder on the right. If you have a builder on the left and the right, you're done. Because that builder will chase your line, and you focus on that builder. Because remember, 20% of your time must be spent, the builders must take 80% of your time. Okay.
Correct.
The builders must take 80% of your time because that's your banker, right? That's going to fill the tin tank. The 20% of the time you spend the rest of the time on Zooms with your people. Okay. And our thing here in Africa this year, we want everybody to show up. They've got to come onto the Zoom. Forget about the recordings. The recordings must not be for the brand partner that is signed up that wants to get involved. You know what I'm saying? The recording must be for that for the person that's interested in joining. Okay, because to hear it live is better than watching a recording, because you might have a question. You might have a question. Zooms like these are very informal Zooms, and we allow the questions, we do the questions. Other Zooms, we don't. But, you know, we're here. And that's the beauty about our business. So if you're watching the recording, this is what you're going to have. You know, we might not be in the same teams, but you know what? You're in it for yourself, but not by yourself, because there are people out there that are doing the work. There are people out there that are imparting their knowledge. I have 10 years in network marketing. I know what to do and how to do it, you know, and I don't know everything. Trust me. I have mentors. I have people telling me every day. I look for guidance, personal development. Another thing in network marketing that you got to read. You got to read, you got to read, you got to read. If you guys are looking for books and you maybe can't, you don't have the money to buy the books, please go on to my Facebook page, New Age South Africa Spartan Team. Go under personal development. It's a group in my page. Personal development. Go in there. I've got over 200-300 books in there. Whatever book you want is there. Okay, so you can go and read them and gain the knowledge. You know, knowledge is power, but you got to use it to have power. Okay, so the launch is very imminent, guys. The launch is very imminent. When we launched in South Africa, we had a date. We had a date. It got delayed. It got delayed because at that time, if you remember, those that have been in the business in New Age for the last 2 years, there was a time where we actually converted from an old back office to a new back office. Do you guys remember that? When the new website was launched globally, okay, that time they focused on getting the US sorted, getting Europe sorted, and it was the delay because there were technical hitches, right? So now the container is released. The container's out of the system. It's now ready to go. It's in the warehouse. It's ready to do its thing. The product is in Nigeria, as in Nigeria. It's not in the ports in Lagos. So it's there now. Now you can't launch if you haven't got your IT sorted out. So what I mean by that is, you know, they've got to sort out the banks. In other words, your card needs to talk to X so that it can pay Y when you buy product. That's how cards work, online purchasing. Okay, so they're busy with that. There's hitches, there's glitches, whatever they're doing, normal stuff, nothing to be alarmed about. That's what's holding everything. So now let's say they launch. They say, okay, we're going. Now you go and you place your order. But you can't place your order because your card is not accepting a payment. So that's the block. That's what's the information that has been relayed to me by Craig himself. So they're imminent. They're imminent, they're ready. As soon as that's fixed, as soon as that is fixed, and it's not long, it's you know what? My guess would be in the next 5 days, 7 days, next week. Okay, Nigeria will get the go-ahead. Okay. We pray for that. We hope that happens. I want all of us to stay positive and project the positiveness. Don't give up hope. There's hope. I promise you the wait is going to be worth it. The wait is going to be worth it. Everybody must be ready. Let's get our ducks in a row. Let's get the NIN numbers in the meantime. Lock their spots. You know, it's not too late if you haven't done the placing like I said. Don't panic if you haven't done it. The default way, like Susan said, that's also fine. You know, in fact, in the beginning, to speed it up, the default way is, I guess, the best way. You know, but as you go, start letting your left and your right, start letting that thing go on its own by doing the 3 and 1, 3 and 1, 3 and 1. I promise you now, if you get that right, you're done. You're done, you're sorted. You don't have to do a thing because it'll just happen. And pray you get a builder on the left and builder on the right, or 2 or 3 on each. And then that's it, finished. If you look at the people in the business, those that have got the power leaders, they've got them on the left and they've got another one on the right. They're smiling. You can smile too if you haven't got somebody already like that. So, guys, that's what I have to say. Is there any other questions from anybody? There's not much for me to do now. Oh, and those that joined late, if you're watching the recording, ask your sponsor, the person that's telling you about the opportunity, to give you the Blitz Zoom call, the 9-minute Blitz Zoom call that tells you about the company. Get that. It will give you the company in 9 minutes, and then from there, ask your questions. Okay, any other questions? Anybody? Nobody. Okay, guys, that's it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So thank you very much. Take care.
Excuse me,
Yes,
Nick,
yes.
excuse me, where are you posting the Blitz call? On Telegram? You'll be posting that right away?
The Blitz call. Yeah, I'll put it on Telegram now. I'll put it on Telegram now. Absolutely.
Thank you.
And use it, guys.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Take care, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick.
Good morning.
Nick,
everyone.
appreciate
Good day.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
Thank you.